Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm continuing this after I did my Charlie Brooker reaction, but I felt like I needed to do this because this was recommended in my on the suggestions on the right side of the YouTube page once I did that. And this is Charlie Brooker on The Wire, so he's going to talk about The Wire, which is my all-time favorite show. Drama series, American drama series on HBO, takes place in Baltimore. But before we get into that, because I wanted to know a little bit more about Charlie Brooker, so I pulled up his Wikipedia page here. He's an English writer, television presenter, producer, and satirist. He is the creator, writer, and executive producer of the sci-fi drama anthology series Black Mirror, which I heard is very good. I've never watched it, but even Americans here, they're like, dude, you got to check out Black Mirror. So it's a very excellent show that I've heard of. And he's also written for comedy series such as Brass Eye, which I just finished up, and the 11 O'Clock Show, which I think I've reacted to 2 clips from that. So he's more of like a comedy writer. Or actually, he writes drama too with Black Mirror. So talented individual. But I enjoyed that last reaction, but I couldn't resist this because it's Charlie Brooker talking about The Wire, which is my all-time favorite show. You guys recommend stuff to me all the time. If you'll permit me, I highly recommend watching The Wire. I think it's the greatest piece. I think it's better than Sopranos, which some people would think is blasphemous here, but it's, and I could be biased because of all the cities in the United States, I consider Baltimore to be my home city that I most identify with, and not a lot of things take place there. It's kind of a overlooked city, but I'm assuming Charlie Brooker is going to talk about how much he likes The Wire. So if you like drama series, it can be a very hard watch at times, but The Wire is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Couldn't recommend it more. I've seen comments before. I've recommended it like just as a throwaway comment before, and I've seen comments say like, yeah, man, I love The Wire. So check it out on your own. But let's hear Charlie Brooker talk about it a little bit. Here we go.
Now, a short while ago on this programme, I described HBO's Deadwood as being one of the best shows of the last 5 years. And I was right, it is. But it isn't the best, because the best show of the last 5 years, possibly even the last 10 years or 20 years come to that, is another HBO show, not as well known, called The Wire. The Wire is quite simply a stunning piece of work. Dip into it for 5 minutes and you could be forgiven for thinking it's just another cop show, but you'd be so wrong you might as well hurl yourself into a great big bloody bin.
That's him there in the orange.
At its core, it's a drama dealing with the ongoing war of attrition between cops and drug dealers on the streets of contemporary Baltimore.
I ever heard on a wiretap.
But it's more than that. It's not a simple goodies versus baddies melodrama. And it actually physically pains me to use this phrase because anyone who uses it sounds like an absolute tosser. But it is truly multi-layered.
Here's another thing. Like Dominic West plays the lead in it, and it's got so many characters in it. And also, this is the show that put Idris Elba on the map. I didn't know who Idris Elba was. In fact, when I saw him in The Wire, he was so good that like I remember like a few years later, I saw him in an interview and I was blown away that he was British. I had no idea. I was totally convinced that he was, from the next neighborhood over from me in Maryland. It was unbelievable. But yeah. It's a tremendous show.
Every character in the programme is trapped somehow, be it within the bureaucratic confines of the police department.
So what can I tell you? If this case doesn't fall, we're all going to be stepping on our dicks trying to explain what happened.
Or the unforgiving brutality of the street.
You think you fucked up now? What's up? Look what they did to my ride. Do it or don't, but I got some place to be.
Police and the drug gangs are presented as two distinct networks, each with their own power structure, internal political wranglings.
Do the chair know we gonna look like some punk ass bitches out there?
Motherfucker, I will punk your ass.
Yo, Frank.
What?
And
that scene in particular makes me laugh so hard because it didn't give the context. It was like a 2 or 3 minute build up where Idris Elba's character he's the head of a drug organization, and he's trying to explain to his underlings how they're going to control their territories moving forward. But he does it in a very business style, and the only way people can speak is if whoever's at the podium the chair recognizes Poot, who is now talking. It's hilarious. But that moment where he's like, did the chair know we gonna look like some punk ass bitches out there? It was if you saw the previous 2 or 3 minutes of that scene, that line would have floored you. It was, and then of course Stringer Bell, Idris Elba's character, totally flips out on him. It's just hilarious. Anyway, sorry.
Enforced compromises for everyone
I
involved.
understand. If I have to throw Burrell a scapegoat or two, I got what to throw.
Both of them are regularly shat on by the only truly powerful forces in the programme, which lurk somewhere at the top and are only concerned with lining their own pockets or covering their arses.
It's a serial that unfolds slowly and dramatically like a novel, which isn't surprising because that was actually its creator's intention.
Speaking of creators, the show was created by a former police reporter, David Simon, working in conjunction with a former homicide detective. And as you might imagine, this gives it an air of authenticity that's largely unmatched in TV drama.
It's also an angry and intelligent show that offers no easy solution to the problems that it focuses on.
For instance, in Season 3, a police chief, frustrated by the never-ending cycle of violence, introduces a highly unofficial safe zone for drug use in a bid to shift dealers from the corners, a move he likens to the concession allowing public drinking from brown bags. Not that the show presents drug use as being without consequence, in fact quite the reverse.
Are you sure this guy wants to be selling you weight?
The characterisation across the whole series is absolutely rock solid, which given the huge number of characters involved is an amazing achievement.
Performances too are almost uniformly brilliant. Picking out a couple of the cast for special praise feels almost unfair, but you know what, I am unfair, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Snitching bugs.
Particularly worthy of note are Michael K. Williams playing idiosyncratic bandit Omar, Andre Royo as shambolic crackhead Bubbles, and Brixton's very own Idris Elba as brooding, charismatic drug lord Stringer
I ain't
Bell.
gonna hold out.
Alright, man, double the muscle on every stash we got. And if the man coming, make ready for the man.
Bloody good accent there.
Yes, it put him on the map, dude. And like I said, I had no idea he was British until I saw an interview he did. And I went, what is that voice coming out of you, dude? It was shocking.
I ain't gonna hold out.
Alright, man, double the muscle on every stash we got. And if the man coming, make ready for the man.
Bloody good accent there as well. He's not the only Brit in the cast, incidentally.
Dominic West plays lead cop Jimmy McNulty with a slightly less convincing accent, but what the hell, this show's so good it could literally fart in my face and I'd still love it.
You can get the first 2 seasons.
I actually disagree with that. I thought his accent was good. He kind of slipped into your generic American accent. And then, because he was going for what we would call, which is a dying accent, by the way, but a Baltimore accent. I still have a little bit of it because when I say Baltimore, I say it with a D, like you would if you were from around there, even though it's Baltimore is how you normally say it. But he slips in and out of like a generic American accent and a Baltimore accent. It goes back and forth. Which is forgivable because I think my accent's like that. So I didn't hear any I knew he was British, but I didn't hear any hints of his British accent coming out. Maybe I need to listen closer, or maybe Charlie Brooker has a better ear for it because he's British and I'm not. I don't know, but anyway.
And if the man coming, make ready for the man.
Bloody good accent there as well. He's not the only Brit in the cast, incidentally.
Dominic West plays lead cop Jimmy McNulty with a slightly less convincing accent, but what the hell, this show's so good it could literally fart in my face and I'd still love it.
You can get the first 2 seasons of The Wire on DVD, and Season 3 has just been released in the US. Season 4, meanwhile, should be airing later this year on FX here in the UK. If you like good drama, you have absolutely no excuse for not indulging in this. It is just brilliant.
Yes. It is my favorite drama series. It's my favorite television series of all time. The only other television drama that I have seen where I would be like, I might put it ahead of this. It would only be one season of it, though, and that would be the very first season of True Detective. That, if you're just going season by season, I think first season of True Detective is the best TV drama ever made. But the seasons that come after season 1, I think there's 4 in total. But seasons 2, 3, and 4 don't even come close to... it's like they're on another planet. They don't even come close to the absolute brilliance of season 1. But The Wire is my favorite drama show of all time. Lots of actors and filmmakers have said the same. So I'm not alone in this. So I would highly recommend you guys watch that. So forgive me. I had to click on this because I had to see what he said about it, and it's no surprise that he praised it. But if any of you guys will permit me, check out The Wire. It is unbelievable. And if you love a good drama series, I think you guys won't regret it. It's like he said in the beginning. It seems kind of like a normal cop show, but then after like a couple episodes, you're like, holy crap, this is way more complex. And each season they add on another layer to the city. It's amazing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully it'll get some of you guys to go check out one of my recommendations, because you guys are recommending fantastic stuff to me all the time. So hopefully you guys do something with that. Anyway, like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.